Oh yeah, you're right. Okay, good. Thank you for notifying me that. Yes,
Now you can start now.
now I can start. Excellent, good. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is I want to show you how to open a new Google Sheet spreadsheet. There are various ways of doing it, but I prefer this method. Okay, so for some of you who did not attend last class or who were not clear as to the way we do a new spreadsheet, this is the procedure. So open your Gmail account, okay? In your own case, it will be your UTG account. So please follow me for those of you that are using a laptop. And of course, those of you that are using mobile apps, the steps will be different. Okay, the steps will be different. For mobile apps, you have two options or three options even. No, two options. One will be to download the Google Sheet app on your mobile. Then you can create a new one easily. And the second option will be to download the Google Drive app on your mobile, and then you can use that straight away. Okay. But if you have a laptop, you can either go to your email straight, or if you already have Google Drive downloaded, you can go to your Google Drive directly. Okay. So open your email, and on top here there are 9 dots which says Google Apps. Once you click on it, you will see your drive. Yeah. So you click your Google Drive. Yeah. You click your Google Drive. Okay, let me project that one. I'll stop this for now. 1 second. Okay, so this will be my Google Drive. Okay, on this Google Drive, we're going to create a new spreadsheet. So we come here where it says new, we click new, and then we click on Google Sheets. Google Sheet, then a new worksheet will be open for us. This is the procedure you follow in order to open a fresh worksheet. So we're going to title this. Please, for those of you that are following, in case I'm going too fast, just stop me. Okay, just stop me. What I want is for you to understand it and put it into practice. Please, I'm urging all of you, especially those that are working, to put this into practice. Teach your bosses how to go about this. A lot of people in the Gambia don't know that a spreadsheet called Google Sheet exists. Wallahi. A lot of accountants. I was really surprised that there was a particular, I won't mention please. Sorry, before I was really surprised that there was a particular accountancy firm in this country here, which is considered among the top. You know, I was chatting with one of their consultants. You know, I mentioned Google Sheet. He was opening his mouth. He didn't even know that it exists. He didn't even know that it exists. So please, you are learning a skill that is very, very important for your life. And when you go to your workplaces, teach your bosses, come on, don't mind, you have new skill, tell them. If they don't accept it, that's their problem. But you pass the word. Tell them this is the way we can use spreadsheet, and this is free if you have a Google account. Yes.
In our company here.
Okay,
Mama. Yes, it's Mama. Yes, we are using Excel spreadsheets.
Okay.
And we are also using Phoenix 2 to do our accounting job.
Okay, good.
But the Excel one that we are using, we are going to track our fuel from GNPC, the fuel tracking and all those things.
Okay, good.
But the problem is when I open that Excel sheet, then another guy who is in the store cannot open that Excel unless and until I close it, then he has access. Do you know why we can do together without anybody to close his job?
Exactly. So this one you can do it simultaneously. Please, when you go, try to set this up. That spreadsheet itself, you can upload it. You can upload it to Google Sheet and you change that to Google Sheet. And then share it with that guy in the store. Share it with him and tell him, teach him how to go about it so that you can all be able to use it simultaneously, okay? It's really, really important that you do that.
Okay, thank you.
Okay?
Thank you.
Yes, good. In case your organization needs more training and stuff, I'm available. Sorry, I'm trying to market. No, I'm just joking. To be honest, I once trained them. Some members, I think it was around 4 or 5 of them that attended my training a couple of years ago. Yeah, but that's the way to do it. Please put it into practice. You know, not Mama alone. There are others that are working in the bank that uses spreadsheet and they share the spreadsheet with people. Look at what Mama was saying, and it's right. You know, they're sharing a particular file, but if one opens, the other one will not be able to open. Okay, because it's Excel, and this one will be web-based. And in our organization, we all have email. So how to call it? So we all have internet. So we can be able to do this to the best of our ability. Okay, so let's name this. So it's untitled at the moment. So let's just call it lecture 2. Hensau, HENSAU, Hensau Limited. Okay. So let's call it Hensau Limited. Okay. Once you click that, look at it, it will say saving and it says save to drive. You don't have to do anything, just be on the internet. And if you want to confirm that you are on the internet, look at it. This share here, share button here will be green. If it is gray, then that means you are out of internet. Okay, so that's really, really important. Right, so I think let's start. We may not be able to complete it, but maybe we can just finish the first part. Do we have a lot of people that are having class at 5 o'clock here?
Yes.
Yes, Mr.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Mr.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Then actually we will try to stop, let's say 5 o'clock or 5 past 5, so that we are fair to you, right? Okay, good. So, right, where is my, so I need to, oh, okay, so this was not projected. Right, so I'll stop this. 1 second, I'll just project this %. Right. Okay, so you can see my spreadsheet now, can't you? You can see it, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's look at the question.
Yes, we're seeing.
Let's look at the question. At least we will answer the first part. We will answer the first part, A1, and then we will leave the ABC part for next class, at least. So it says what? Hensau Limited has a single production process for which the following costs have been estimated for the period ending 31st December 2010. Okay, material receipt and inspection costs. Okay, this is an activity. The fixed overhead for this activity is 15,600. Power cost 19,500. So power cost is also another activity, and the fixed overhead for this activity is what? 19,500. Material handling cost is 13,650, and material handling is another activity. These products, three products, X, Y, and Z, are produced by workers who perform a number of operations on material blanks using handheld electrically powered drills. The workers are paid £4 an hour. The following budgeted information have been obtained for the period ending 31st December 2009. Product X, product Y, product Z. Production quantities, you can see for each of them, the badges of material, and then you have the data per product unit, okay, direct materials. You have in square meters, 463. What that means is in order to produce 1 unit of product X, you need a material which is 4 square meter. Okay, that may be wood or whatever. Okay, direct material cost is 5. So the direct material cost and this square meter, what's the relationship between the two? You know, it says direct material in square meters 4, and then it says direct material cost £5, £3, £6. What's the relationship between these two? Can someone tell me? This is common sense.
Well, Mr. Fufana.
Yes, sir.
The direct material, that is the square meters, it means the material that is needed in order to make the product. While the direct material cost is that material that is used to make the product. It is the cost.
No, the direct material cost of £5, £3, and £6 is the total cost to produce 1 unit. Okay, so this cost consists of 2 things. What are they? Let's say, let me give you an example. Let's say you want to make a table. Okay, each table costs you $1,000. Okay, each table costs you $1,000. And to make that table, you need 100 meters square of wood. Do you understand? To make that table, you need 100 square meter of wood. Let's say the table is all wood. Okay? But each unit of table costs you $1,000. So to get that $1,000, what and what do you need? A simple man, a simple man. The materials for the table is 100 square meter. Now the total cost of each table is 1,000. So is that material that you use, and of course multiply by something gives you 1,000 unit cost. And what is that something? That something is the price per unit. Okay, so it's the same thing here. To get the direct material cost per unit, it is of course the material. Okay, so it's the material unit, which is in this case is in square meter, multiplied by the cost per square meter. So if you want to find out what you do, you divide 5 by 4, you divide 3 by 6. So that will give you the cost for each square meter. Is that clear? Try to analyze the question as you go along. Okay, so the direct labor is also in minutes. Mind you, this is in minutes. Okay, so that's 24 minutes, 40 minutes, and 60 minutes. Okay, then the number of drill operations are 6, 3, and 2. Okay, you know what we'll do? If we want to start this question now, it will be an inconvenience for those that are doing, for those that are attending classes at 5, isn't it? Then we'll start, and then we may not, in fact, complete the first part, and then it will be 5 o'clock. And it seems there are lots of students here who are attending lectures at 5 o'clock. So what we're going to do is, let's stop here to be fair to the students who are attending lectures at 5. And we continue next week. So, but what I want you to do for me is, it's not an assignment, but I want you to try to practice this question on your own using Google Sheet. You know, it's not an assignment compulsory on you, but then try to practice the question on your own using Google Sheet, so that when we meet, it will be a lot easier for you. Okay, is that clear?
Yes, Mr.
Yes,
Fofana.
yes. Okay.
Yes, Mr. Fofana, what I want to ask, like the direct material, the
It's a
square meter, meaning for each,
Sorry, Umar, go ahead.
meaning the direct material per square meter, meaning each unit for product X will need 4 square meter of that direct material.
Exactly.
Now,
Let's assume that product X is a table. Okay, let's assume the product X is a table, and it costs us £5 per table. Okay, but then to produce that table, you need 4 meters square of wood. So if each unit is 5, then there is something that needs to be multiplied by the cost of the material, and that will be the market price of the wood, isn't it? Per square meter.
yes.
Excellent. So now, if you look at the direct cost per unit is 5. So in order to get the unit price, in order to get the cost per meter square of the material, you divide 5 by 4, isn't it? Because it is the material that you use multiplied by its unit price. Simple. That will give you the cost for each unit. Is that clear, Omar?
Yes, it is. Like the last one, the number of power direct operation, does it mean the lighting component of it for each unit, like the electric?
Yes, that part relates to the ABC aspect of it, because when you read down further, you will see that each of the activities, which is material receipt and inspection, the cost driver is number of barges of material. You look at power, process power as an activity, the cost driver will be number of power drill operations. So that's the power drill operation is talking about. So that part will relate to the second part of the question, whereby you will use your ABC. Okay? So
Mr. Fofana.
17 hours.
Yes, Ibrahim. Yes, yes Ibrahim.
So I'm sorry, you use the same Google Sheet to, for this other example, right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Thank you very
much.
So
you can create your own and then try to practice this question, yeah?
Okay, no problem. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yes, and please, for those of you who are working, like I said, even for those of you that are not working, like I said, come on, you know, what governments are not good at is, you know, proactivity. You need to be proactive. You don't wait until things come and find you there. Sometimes you go for things. Okay, if you are not employed, like I was telling you the last, last class. Look, the profession we are learning is a noble one, and is applied to every situation in the world. Anywhere you go to, you can get a job as an accountant, unless you are lazy. So sometimes don't wait until job finds you, but you go and look for job. And sometimes how do? You start by by giving free. Look, all my training on spreadsheet and so on, it started by providing free service to people, to workers, and that's how it started. Now it's different. Now I do one training. Sometimes I don't have to tell you what I get, but sometimes what I get in one training of say 5 days is more than my annual salary. And I mean, it's not much that I need to read. I mean, it's basic things, but people don't know those basic things, and it applies to them. So try to learn these skills, even if you are not working, go approach. I know you must have somebody, maybe a relative or a friend or somebody who is operating a business. Provide, try to, provide a service for. Tell him, look, I want to, help you to record your books. First, you have to tell him how important it is to keep proper books of accounts. Because if you don't keep proper books of accounts, tell the person that you will not be able to know your profitability. You will not be able to know whether you are making profit or whether you are making losses. And if you don't keep proper books, you'll not be able to take proper decisions. Approach them. Talk to them in that way. Try, offer. I know some people will reject you, but I know if you approach 10 people, at least 2 will accept. I'm telling you that. I bet you if you approach 10 people, at least 2 will accept. But by our nature, Gambians, we are very shy. It's not a problem. When we go out there, I mean, in the West, we go and approach people to ask for, jobs. That's what we do. You go see somewhere, you pop into that office and say, I'm looking for a job. They say, oh, we don't have any vacancies. Or sometimes they'll tell you, okay, come this time. That's the way, you don't have to wait until things meet you. But you go and attempt and meet them. There are a lot of SMEs, these small, medium enterprises here, who don't keep any records at all. At all. Give them advice. What you learn is so precious. You understand? So please let's do that and try to be proactive. In that way you will definitely gain something out of your profession, and you don't have to depend on somebody employing you. But with time, you can in fact employ your own self because you know how to do things. You talk about, bank recs, for example, bank reconciliations. We all learn it in school. But how many people can do it practically? How many people can do it practically? So if I'm able to do bank recs, if I'm able to, prepare a cash book for people using Google Sheet or using Excel, you can go to the business and most of the businesses are, on cash basis. So prepare a cash book for them, do monthly bank recs for them, okay? And then try to prepare their accounts for them. Once you're able to keep a proper cash book, you're able to do bank reconciliation for them on a monthly basis, you will be able to, prepare their accounts either monthly or quarterly, easily. And bank reconciliations are very, very important. Very, very important. Most of these people now, with all due respect to anybody who works at a bank, but it's unfortunate. In those days, it's very, 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 rare for bankers to make mistakes on bank statements. But now it's very common. Very, very common. Pick your bank statement, you see transaction there that is strange. So if you have somebody who does not reconcile your bank with your cash book or with your records, what happens? Sometimes they can even, do something with your money. They can do a wrong debit to your bank account, which is going to cost you money. So it's really, really important that, we do bank recs. Okay, so meet them. Construct cash book, very simple. We all know. Look, so I'm trying to, show you tricks as to the way you can, gain a living, especially for those that are not working, Keep cash book for them, okay? If the business is, doing credit sales, construct, accounts receivables for them, sales day book for them. Simple. We all know how to prepare sales day book. Very easy. If they are taking goods on credit, prepare accounts payables for them. Accounts payables, okay? Do their purchases day book. Cash book, purchases day book, sales day book. You are done. You are done. What else? What else? With all those together, you can easily construct their financial statement. And you're a proper accountant. That's it. We all learn.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's difficult for people to put this in practice.
Mr. Fofana.
Yes, Ibrahim.
Yeah, sorry to say, but most of students, especially in Gambia here, sorry to say, we always learn to pass exams, because normally, if you look at it, when someone graduates and the person is not working, if you give that person an interval of 2 years or maybe 2.5 years, if that person goes to an interview, you think that he have never been to school. All those happens based on what practical aspects. When we are at home, instead of for us to practice what we have learned, we say, we have already graduated. So we easily forget everything. So obviously that my advice to all students: when you graduate and you are not working, put everything in practical aspects. Try and push yourself. You can be called for interview at any time. If they ask you certain questions, you can able to at least come up with ideas that you have learned in past.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That is it. That is it. That is it. You know, in fact, you don't even have to wait until you graduate. You don't even have to wait until you graduate. Okay, yeah. Hi, Dora. Actually, the class is finished. We are not going to do anything more. We are just discussing. So if anyone should quit to attend another class, we can definitely do that. We are not going to do anything new for today. We are just discussing, you know, about our life, about our future. So if you have another class, please quit and go and attend your class. We are not doing anything new, yeah?
Yeah, I just have a question. I want to ask if, like our exam, are we going to do it on spreadsheets or is just normal exams on a paper?
That's a good one. That's a good one. Yes, I love to do it on spreadsheet, but if you want people to do it on spreadsheet, how are you going to conduct that? Do we have a computer lab that will have enough computers for this number of students? No, that would be difficult. But you know, I have been testing spreadsheet in exams. You know, I could give you scenarios and ask you what formula will you put here. You understand? I could ask you questions relating to spreadsheet. Definitely, in fact, I've been doing that. You understand? So that will be very similar to if you have to do it practically. That will be very similar to if you have to do it practically. Okay? So additionally, if UTG is that advanced, you know, that I can have computer for all the students and with good internet, I can go for that. I can go for it because that's a lot better. When you go in practice, that's exactly what you're going to do. When you go to work and your boss gives you assignment, you're not going to write it on paper and start calculating and give it to him. He will sack you. Okay? Because we don't use those paper no, we use computers. So unfortunately, we don't have, you know, that first, well, I don't know of, to be honest. I don't know whether they have, but I don't think they have a lab, a computer lab, you know, that has got more than, you know, 50, 60, you know, computers at the same time, and the student can use it using.
Yeah, Mr. Favana. Yeah, that's gonna be the big problem, you know.
Yeah.
I don't think that's available here as of now.
No. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Well, please, I encourage you all, like I said, I mean, to let's be proactive. You know, sometimes, you know, all these things can work. You know, let's try and do something. Let us not learn to pass exams, please.
Okay, Mr. Favana, thank you.
No problem, no problem,
Thanks so much.
no problem, no problem. So let us not learn to pass exams. You know, that's the worst part. You know, in our own case, if you only learn to pass exams, you'll be disgraced one day. You'll be disgraced one day, because you know, whatever we learn, you know, whether one thing or two things or couple of things on it, we'll have to do it in practice. Ask the people who are working. Okay, you have to do it in practice. So please, let's try to, you know, do some additional, you know, work, try to practice, you know, especially our spreadsheets, either Google Sheet. If you don't have internet, but you have Excel, you can practice, you know, they are very, very similar. Once you're very good at Excel, it's going to help you a great deal. It's going to help you a great deal, to be honest. You know, and, you know, I've said this before, nowadays, if organizations are interviewing positions relating to accounting and stuff, usually there's a portion that will be a practical one. You know, they'll ask you to, you know, do some, you know, spreadsheet, you know, and that will be time. I mean, in my own organization, we've been doing that. You know, the interview will be in two folds. One will be the face-to-face interview by a panel, and then the other aspect would be, you know, a practical one. You know, each candidate will go and do something, on a spreadsheet. Okay, and both of them are considered. Okay, so please, yeah. Okay, so let me take leave of you until we meet on Friday, inshallah. Have a good weekend and a week ahead. Thank you.